Good morning, beta. Let's start today with the first chapter of chemistry, and the chapter name is Some Basic Concept of Chemistry. And it is for your information that this chapter is actually base. If you understand this and all concepts are clear regarding this chapter, you will able to do chemistry easily, because these are pioneer concepts in chemistry. You may say these are alphabets of chemistry. In grammar, you must know what are alphabets. Similarly, in chemistry, you must know what is mole concept, what is atom, what is molecule, how it looks like, etc. These are the various basic things. So this chapter starts with the importance of chemistry. You may see chemistry is a branch of science which deals with the study of which deals with study of composition, properties, and structure of matter. So मैटर ਦੀ ਸਟਰਕਚਰ ਹੋ ਗਈ, ਉਹਦੀਆਂ ਪ੍ਰੋਪਰਟੀਜ਼ ਹੋ ਗਈਆਂ, ਕਾਹਦੇ ਤੋਂ ਬਣੀ ਹੈ ਮੈਟਰ, ਇਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਕੈਮਿਸਟਰੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਦੀ ਹੈ। ਦੈਨ ਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਸਕੋਪ ਆਫ ਕੈਮਿਸਟਰੀ. ਨਾਓ ਲੈਟਸ ਸੀ ਵੇਅਰ ਇਟਸ ਸਕੋਪ, ਵੇਅਰ ਇਟਸ ਐਪਲੀਕੇਸ਼ਨ. ਇਟਸ ਅ ਵਾਈਡ ਐਪਲੀਕੇਸ਼ਨ, ਵਾਈਡ ਸਕੋਪ, everywhere where you can see, where your vision go, you can find out chemistry. I will give a few examples. You can read into the book in a very detailed manner, use dictionary to know the meaning of some difficult words. It's your homework. Okay, let's describe where is the scope of or application of chemistry. If you go in a kitchen, where is chemistry? There are so many salts in kitchen, like sodium chloride, खान वाला नमक, बेकिंग सोडा, सोडियम बाइकार्बोनेट. ब्रेड बनाने हैं, केक बनाने हैं. These are the things, these are the chemicals which are used for making bread. Similarly, vinegar, which is called acetic acid. ठीक है, सिरका जिन्हों कह दें आप, CH3COH, that is vinegar. Lemon, नींबू, citric acid. Turmeric, ਇਹ ਹਲਦੀ ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਹਾਂ. ਇਟ ਇਜ਼ ਅ ਡਾਈ ਫॉर ਕਲਰਿੰਗ, ਹੈ ਨਾ. ਸੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਲਿਆ ਕਿ ਕਿਚਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੈਮਿਸਟਰੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ. ਯੂ ਕੈਨ ਗੋ ਮੋਰ, ਫਾਈਂਡ ਆਊਟ ਮੋਰ, ਐਂਡ ਯੂ ਵਿਲ ਇਨਲਿਸਟ. You will, after this lecture, you will make a list, some more compounds which you can found in chemistry, found in kitchen, sorry, related to chemicals. Okay. Next, that is our washroom. Washroom, there is lot of chemistry, lot of chemicals like your soap, detergents, Harpic, various type of cosmetics. Okay. Similarly, healthcare, all medicines, and sanitations, all are chemicals. Medicine which we take, either in form of injection, in form of tablets, in form of anything else, all are chemicals. Drugs, agriculture, there is also chemistry, all are pesticides, insecticides. Which are these? These are drugs, these are chemicals. So there will be no any field where the chemical do not exist. All over, all around us, full of chemicals we have. These days, pollution, that is also due to overuse of chemicals. Okay. Now, ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਾਰਾ ਮਟੀਰੀਅਲ ਹੈ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੁੱਕ 'ਚੋਂ ਦੇਖਣਾ ਹੈ, ਨੋਟਸ ਤਿਆਰ ਕਰਨੇ ਹੈ ਅਤੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸੈਂਡ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ। ਬਟ ਨੋਟਸ ਕਾਪੀ ਪੇਸਟ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣੇ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ। ਬੁੱਕ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਚੱਕੇ ਅਤੇ ਲਿਖ ਲਏ, ਦੈਟ ਇਜ਼ ਨੋਟ ਕਾਲਡ ਨੋਟਸ। ਇਹਨੂੰ ਸਮਝੋ, ਆਪਦੀ ਲੈਂਗੁਏਜ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲਿਖੋ ਅਤੇ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਹੋ ਸਕੇ ਪ੍ਰੀਸਾਈਜ਼ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਹੈ। ਇਹ ਨਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਕਹਾਣੀਆਂ ਪਾਈਆਂ ਹੋਣ। ਠੀਕ ਹੈ। Mend your way of learning. Your learning in your previous schools was or is very bad. So you have to change your way of learning, way of perceiving. I will guide you. Next topic is nature of matter. Nature of matter is matter is what? Anything which occupies space and has mass. So look around you, what type of things you are looking, like chair, table, fan, bricks, water, honey, milk, even those things which you are unable to see, that is air. These all things has mass and volume, mean they occupies space. So these all things are called matter. Now the point is classification of matter. How we can classify it? Classification of matter. Basically, we have two methods or ways in which we classify matter. One is called physical, and second is called chemical method of classification. What is a physical method of classification? In which we take something in their physical nature, whether substance is solid, liquid or gas. ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ कि why solid is solid. Anything which we can classify as a solid, it must have certain criteria. That is, it is non-compressible, rigid at molecular level. Molecules are very close to each other. There is no intercellular spaces. These are called intercellular space. There is no intercellular spaces or very few intercellular spaces. Why it is so? क्या ਹੁੰਦਾ है? क्योंकि ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ force of attraction है, that is very high. Intercellular spaces is very low, but intercellular force is high, or intermolecular force is also called, is very high. On contrary to it, gas, the particles are very far away from each other. So we can compress it. If we apply pressure from either sides, they get compressed. Why they get compressed? Because have huge amount of intercellular spaces. And why intercellular spaces? Because weak intermolecular force. Okay. And third is liquid. And the liquid has moderate in nature. Moderate mean it lies between solid and gases. All the property lie in between solid and gases. The case of intercellular spaces, they are not much too huge, and intercellular force is again, it is balanced, not too high, not too low. So due to that, they are neither like a gas nor like a solid. So they have particular or definite volume but not definite shape. So another way you can classify solid, liquid and gases on the basis of occupying volume or space and shape. Like a solid, you can see definite shape. You cannot modify their shape. By applying pressure you can break it, but you cannot modify it. Okay, so it has a definite shape and occupy definite volume. You cannot change the volume of any solid. Second is liquid. You can see that liquid has a definite volume but not a definite shape. If V-shaped beaker you put a water, it will acquire V-shaped shape. If in round bottom flask you put a water, it occupies or acquire a shape of a round surface, etc., etc. But in the case of gases has neither definite volume as well as a definite shape. because if you open a nozzle of cylinder, okay, gas cylinder, then what will you see? The whole gas in LPG cylinder is in liquid form, but when you open its nozzle, it gets expanded to available space. Your whole room, ਸਾਰੇ ਕਮਰੇ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਫੈਲ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ, ਐਕਸਪੈਂਡ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ, ਜਿੰਨੀ ਥਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਹੈ ਓਕੂਪਾਈ ਕਰ ਲੈਂਦੀ ਹੈ। ਇਹਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਸਿਲੰਡਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੰਪਰੈਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਫਿੱਟ ਕੀਤੀ ਗਈ ਸੀ, ਉਹਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਵੋਲੀਅਮ ਫਿਕਸ ਨਹੀਂ ਗਾ। ਇਹਦਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਪ੍ਰੈਸ਼ਰ ਡਿਕਰੀਜ਼ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਦਾ ਵੋਲੀਅਮ ਵੱਧ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ, ਜੇਕਰ ਪ੍ਰੈਸ਼ਰ ਵਧਾ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤਾਂ ਵੋਲੀਅਮ ਘਟ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਇਨ ਦਿਸ ਵੇ ਗੈਸ ਹੈਜ਼ ਨਾਈਦਰ ਫਿਕਸਡ ਵੋਲੀਅਮ ਨੌਰ ਫਿਕਸਡ ਸ਼ੇਪ। ਜਿਸ ਕੰਟੇਨਰ 'ਚ ਵੀ ਗੈਸ ਭਰ ਦਿਓਗੇ ਉਸ ਕੰਟੇਨਰ ਦੀ ਸ਼ੇਪ ਹੀ ਉਹ ਗੈਸ ਦੀ ਸ਼ੇਪ ਬਣ ਜਾਏਗੀ। ਸੋ ਦੈਟ ਇਜ਼ ਦਾ ਫਿਜ਼ੀਕਲ ਕਲਾਸੀਫਿਕੇਸ਼ਨ। ਇਹ ਪੜ੍ਹੋ, ਇਹਨੂੰ ਸਮਝੋ, ਕੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਆਉਂਦੀਆਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਆਡੀਓ ਤੋਂ, ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਐਕਸਪੀਰੀਅੰਸ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਉਹ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰੋ ਤਾਂ ਜੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੋਰ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਇੰਪਰੂਵ ਕਰ ਸਕੀਏ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ।